What's up, guys? Chasing Up New Age Revolution in the slowly starting to look like a cave. Not looking like a living room yet, trust me on that, but it's slowly starting to look like my cave. I can see my rug. Let me show you what I've done. Let me tell you where I'm going. So, first of all, this is all just, so you've seen the bookshelves. You have not, I put some stuffies down there. I put some stuffies in the corner. Again, this is a mess, guys. Don't worry about this. But I just want to show you what I did. This is the 80s stuff shelf. It has been relocated over to here with tons of room. I kind of spaced out a little bit and forgot why I had so much room. Because the shelves were much shorter over here when the 80s stuff was over here. Much shorter shelves. I didn't have that much room. In fact, these are the shelves I was using for the 80s stuff the first time. Now we've moved over to here, and we have these massive full-size shelves, so everything can fit in here. All right, I've even added stuff that wasn't on the 80s stuff shelf. I've spaced stuff out. This is it. I've ran out of stuff to put up here. So I had to put the sweet pickles up here. I put the Pac-Man lunchbox up here because it's full. I have run out of stuff to put on the 80s stuff shelf with plenty of room for one more shelf on the bottom. I'm just going to put some bigger stuff down here, like the cassette tape cabinet. I have a coffee maker that I'm going to put down here. But there we go. We have moved the 80s stuff shelf. It is up. Now, the G.I. Joe shelf is done. It is done. That is where the LJNs once stood. Plenty of room left. That is it for the figures. Those figures, that's half of 86 right there. Half of 86, that's what I have, where I stopped with the collection. I have stopped. It will be continued, but that's where I've stopped collecting. So we have all this room left. Look it up here. I was able to get these on full display. They're beautiful. Okay. I was able to add some fun non-figure related G.I. Joe stuff. And I have plenty of room on the floor for these massive play sets and plenty of shelf room for more G.I. Joes because the shelf space is, that's all I need. I only need that much for shelf space. So I don't have to spread out the shelves. The carded wall has started. The carded wall has started. Okay? You might be asking, where's all the other carded LJNs? They just can't live in this room. They can't live in this room. They have to go away. They're beautiful, but they have to go away. So I have my first five, or the first five LJNs. Hulk Hogan's upstairs, the autographed Hulk Hogan. So that's going to continue down this whole entire wall. Any carded stuff that I have or get is just going to go there. Still have a couple of things to carry over, right? I'll move those over here. You know, the Mad Ball needs to go up, the American Gladiator stuff, the little Dallas, stuff like that. Stuff that just used to get put in a shelf is now going to be showcased because of this huge amount of space that I have. All right. The wrestling section is not even close to complete. The door is down, by the way. Have not hung the curtain. Here's all the wrestling stuff for the most part, shoved into these shelves. Okay, shoved into these shelves. Now, is it done? Is the wrestling stuff done? No, the wrestling stuff hasn't even begun. Why? Well, because, let me put this down. Let me back up so you can see. When you saw the LJNs going in the bookshelf, many of you said, you're not going to like that. You're not going to like the toy line of your childhood, the toy line that started this entire room. You're not going to want those shoved into a bookshelf like this, and you're correct. Some of you left comments about that. Some of you reached out to me personally and said, no, my heart aches for you. You can't do that to your LJNs, and you were right. The living room space with the end tables, there's going to be two end tables flanking the couch. The end tables are going to, the one end table is going to stop about here. That leaves all of this. Okay? This bookshelf's going to be gone. This bookshelf's going to be gone. All of this wall is going to be open. Wall, open. End table, couch, end table, coffee table, boom, there's the TV. So I am going to have all of this wall space. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to put them back where they belong. They are going to be showcased on shelves, just like they were before, where the G.I. Joes stand now, right here. You saw it for years in the room, just like that. That's where the G.I. Joes are now. The LJNs are going up on brackets, and they're going up on shelves. But here's where we're going to take it. We're going to take it to a whole nother level of the LJNs. They're going to look incredible because of one reason. Let me go get it. Stay right here. I'm going to show you the reason. Show you the reason why these LJNs are going to look better than ever. And they're going to look better than ever for $1.49. Doll stands. Doll stands. Because previously with the LJNs, you had to line them up shoulder to shoulder so that they didn't fall forward, they didn't tip over. I could not put them offset of each other. They had to be in a row. So you can only get about 15 or so on a shelf. So you needed at least 4 shelves for the LJNs, plus all the customs. So I would need to go floor to ceiling again with it. Well, with doll stands, and this might not even be the right size. I don't think this is the right size, but we'll see. You basically just slide the figure. Yeah, this is not the right size doll stand, so I'm just going to break it. Yeah, so anyway, this isn't the right size. Anyway, you put the figure in the doll stand. Not like this. You get a bigger doll stand. So the bigger ones are actually about $2.99. All right, so I'm probably going to end up spending probably about $100 on doll stands. That's okay. Because now, when they're in a doll stand, they can be moved all over the shelf. They can be staggered. They don't have to be in a straight line on the shelf. We can have guys facing each other. It's going to be cool. So doll stands is going to be I don't know if I have like a bigger one down here that I can show you. I have them upstairs, like all my NECA figures. The Jason Voorhees, those are NECAs though. Yeah, I don't have any bigger doll stands down here, but they make the next size up, right? So the opening is a little bit bigger. You can get the LJN in there. And they're going to go all over this wall. The rings and the steel cage will be down here. Now that says, so with what we can do here now, is these wrestling shelves, this wrestling section, can really get the highlight that it deserves. So instead of just cramming all the wrestling stuff in there, I can really spread out the bendies. I can really try to figure out a way to show them off. I can really figure out a way to show the Remcos off. You know, there's Galoobs down there that just get hidden. So all these 3 shelves is going to be wrestling minus the LJNs. Okay, and I might not even use up all 3 shelves. We'll see. So I like where we're at. Now look, I have some walk room. Check this out. I have some floor space to walk around in. So we're clearing out. These are all just Christmas presents, but we're clearing out. You know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. I got to hang a curtain. I got a curtain rod. I just didn't get a curtain, so that's got to be closed off. Sadly, I don't know what's going to happen with this whole setup because I'm going to be using the console Zenith. I really love this little, 19-inch or 13-inch television. I really love it. But I don't want it to be in the middle of the room, and we're going to just maximize the Zenith, which is behind that door right now. So we're coming along. I'm especially fond of G.I. Joe Row, and I love the 80s stuff shelf. And the carded section. I mean, we're just making some good progress. Next up for me, yeah, I guess just more cleanup. We're probably going to put. I'm probably going to put the end tables where I'm where I want them. First of all, I'm going to decide if the end tables that I have are the ones that I want. I have the oval one, or not the oval, like the octagon one with the doors that you open. This beast, right? I have that, and I have this one, right? I don't know if those are the ones that I want. And I have a coffee table that's too small, so we're getting a bigger coffee table. So I think what I'll do is set up the end tables up against the wall, get them out of the way, and just continue cleaning up. You know, it's just a pickup now. Yeah, it's just picking up. All right. So the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm sure, is the lunchbox giveaway, because I don't need all of those lunch boxes. I just don't. And I don't want to put them all in tubs and just have them thrown in the other room. So these are not in perfect shape. These have some issues. But the first one I'd like to give away to one of you guys is a Silver Hawks lunchbox. Let me know if interested in the Silver Hawks lunchbox. It's not worth a ton. You can't flip it. You'll get like $8. No thermos. Okay? But we do have a Silver Hawks lunchbox, straight from the collection of the New 80s Revolution, which obviously adds a ton of value to it. And then we have the Ghostbusters, not the Filmation No, this is the Filmation Ghostbusters, not the real Ghostbusters, not Egon, but the short-lived Filmation lunchbox for the Ghostbusters. Also worth maybe $15. I don't know. No thermos. Leave comments. Tell me why you want them. I haven't really come up with a system of like, you know, who gets it. I don't know. If there's enough of a response, I'll do a drawing or something. If nobody wants, you know, if only a couple people want them, then I'll give them to you guys. So those are the first two that I'm giving away. Silver Hawks and Ghostbusters. So let me know what you want. And we will see you all again in a couple of days once I get the cleanup going. Good night now.